Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Uh, what is it? I just got a lot of stuff that I had to do. I got homework, and I had a friend that I was supposed to visit, and then I just had MMA. That was kind of stressful. So today I'm just going to be doing a just day long reading of the Bible. So that's kind of it for today, because uh, I just did a lot. I had a lot of homework, and it was just stressful. So, but that's okay because we're going to read a whole few pages. Let's see how long this is. Oh, this is long. It's alright. It's about um, 3 pages. March 9, which I'm very much ahead. So yeah. Gideon, the hesitant hero. Overview. Israel's oppression under Midian is a brief but severe, and Midi is brief but severe, as Midian strips Israel of their crops and livestock, leading them to serve Gideon, called by a divine messenger to deliver God's people, is a reluctant savior and doubtful candidate for greatness. It takes a it takes a pair of confirming signs, first a soggy fleece and then a dry one, to convince Gideon that God can use him. But once his faith is sparked, Gideon watched as God removed all his props upon which he might have trusted his army to reduce 99% his weapons, reduced to pitchers, torches, and trumpets, and his military strategy, reduced to sounding and the battle cry, standing still. When a miracle of deliverance occurs, there can only be one explanation. God did it. Um, yeah. My daily walk. Are you a skeptic, a kind of person who never takes anything at face value, asks a lot of questions, and always requires confirmation of the facts? Then you will appreciate the life of Gideon. Faced with overwhelming assignment and equipped with rather dubious human qualifications for the tasks, Gideon needed to bolstered faith before he was ready to answer God's call. Nowhere in passage did God chide Gideon for his request of confirming sign. Rather, he gladly and patiently provided what Gideon needed to overcome his inferiority complex. Inferiority complex. When God's will is clear to you, and you demand a sign anyway, you are you are you are demonstrating and unwillingness to obey when you are uncertain of God's will, but you are earnestly seeking to discern it. God will make it clear to you. Take a decision you are wrestling with today and ask God to confirm His will through the Bible. Christian counsel, Christian counsel, circumstances, or inner assurance. But remember, once you know that He wants you to what you once you know what He wants you to do, trust Him and do it. If seeing is believing, the true skeptic refuses to look. Gideon was hiding in a wine press, doubting God's power and claiming a weak, unimpressive heritage. God had called him a mighty hero, but Gideon still doubted what was the source of Gideon's might. Read 6:16 and find out now what now read what God says about you. Matthew 5:14, Ephesians 2:6, Peter 2:9, and measure that against your own self perception. Okay. Right now I'm on Judges. So yeah. Gideon asks for a sign. I'm just not feeling too good, so I'm just gonna read a chapter. Gideon asks for a sign. Soon afterward, the armies of Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east formed an alliance against Israel and crossed the Jordan, camping in the valley of Jezreel. Then the Spirit of the Lord clothed Gideon with power. He blew a ram's horn as a call to arms, and his men of the clan of Abiezer came to him. He also sent messengers throughout Manasseh, Asher, Zebulun, and Naphtali, summoning their warriors. And all of them responded. When Gideon said to God, "If you are truly going to refuse to rescue Israel, as you promised, prove it to me in this way. I will put a wool fleece on the threshing floor tonight. If the fleece is wet with dew in the morning, but the ground is dry, then I will know that you are going to help me rescue Israel as you promised." And that is what happened. When Gideon got up early next morning, he squeezed the fleece and wrung out a whole bowlful of water. Then Gideon said to God, "Please don't be angry with me, but let me make one more request. Let me use the fleece for one more test. This time, let the fleece remain dry while the ground around it is wet with dew." So that night God did as Gideon asked. The fleece was dry in the morning, but the ground was covered in dew. Wow. What is a fleece? Let's figure out that. Yeah, what is a fleece? It's like it's a fabric. It's not exactly polyester, but a sort of separate and entirely different derivative. Usually used with jackets, polo fleece. It looks like a very blanket. Bandanites. So Joabable, that is Gideon, and his army got up early and went as far as the spring of Harod, near the hill of Moreh. The Lord said to Gideon, "You have too many warriors with you. If I let all of you fight Midian, the Israelites will boast to me that they serve themselves by their own strength." I'm guessing this is what's going to happen because I read this story in a different Bible. So basically, he gives a bunch of them cups of water or something, and then the people that lick it like a dog. The people that drink it like a dog are like the good warriors, or the people who drink it normally are the bad warriors, and you gotta take them out. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Therefore, the people, whoever is timid or afraid, may leave this mountain and go home. So 22,000 of them went home, leaving there only 10,000 who were willing to fight. But the Lord told Gideon, there are still too many. Bring them down to the spring, and I will test and determine who will go with you and who will not. When Gideon took his warriors down to the water, the Lord told him, divide the men into two groups. In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. In the other group, who kneel down and drink water with the mouths in the stream. Only 300 of the men drank from their hands. All the others got down on their knees and drank from the mountains from the stream. I actually read the whole thing. So basically, I didn't read the whole thing in this. I just know. So basically, the people who drink it from their hands are ready, like, and are ready because they got it in their hands, right? And if something happens, you know, they're already ready. They got their eyes on watch. That's why he made them do that. Um, the Lord told Gideon, with these 300 men, I will rescue you and give you victory over the Midianites. Send the others home. So Gideon collected the provisions and ram's horns from other warriors and sent them home. 300 men with him. That's right. So it doesn't say it in here why he did that. But this is what. So basically, people who drank the water from their hands like that are better than the people that drank it from the river because um, people who drink it from their hands are more ready to fight. And the people who drink it from the river, since they have their head down, they can't see anything. So if some if they were to get attacked, they would die. And the people who have it in their hands, the water in their hands, take a little drink, um, they will live because they saw them coming from afar. I know that because I am smart. Um, the Mediterranean camp in the valley was below Gideon. That night the Lord said, get up, go down to the Midianite camp, for I have given you victory over them. But if you are afraid to attack, go down to the camp with your servant Purah. Listen to what the Midianites are saying. the Midi, the Midianites are saying, and you will be greatly encouraged. Then you will be eager to attack. So Gideon took Purah and went down to the edge of the enemy camp. The armies of Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east had settled in the valley like a swarm of locusts. Their camels were like grains of sand on the seashore, too many, too many to count. Gideon crept up just as a man was telling his companion about a dream. The man said, I had this dream, and in my dream a loaf of barley bread came tumbling down into the Midian camp and it hit a tent, turned it over, and knocked it flat. His companion answered, your dream can mean only one thing. God has given Gideon, son of Josh, that is right, victory uh, over Midian and all his allies. Let's go. When Gideon heard the dream and its interpretation, he bowed in worship before the Lord, and then he returned to Israelite camp and shouted, get up, for the Lord has given you victory over the Midianite hordes. He divided the 300 men into three groups and gave each of the men a lamb's horns and clay jar with a torch on it. Then he said to them, "Keep your eyes on me. When I come to the edge of the camp, do just as I do. As soon as I and those with me blow the lamb's horns, blow the lamb's horns, blow your horns too, all around the entire camp, and shout for the Lord and for Gideon." So basically, um, this happened a lot of times in the Bible. Actually, I thought it only happened once, but this happened a lot. I think about like 5 times. Where the people got horns, and then they shouted and broke down walls. I hear it a lot in this Bible, and I think I've heard it about 5 times what happened. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're repeating the same thing or not. But yeah, got a I got a new haircut by the way. Obviously, I used to have long hair. Now I have short hair. Each man stood up to his position. Oh yeah, it was just after midnight, after the changing of the guard went, when Gideon and the 100 men with him reached the edge of the Midianite camp. Suddenly they blew the lamb's horns and broke their clay jars. Then all three groups blew their horns and broke their jars. They held the blazing torches in their left hands and the horns in their right hands, and they all shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." Each man stood at his position around the camp and watched as all the Midianites rushed around in a panic, shouting as they ran to escape. Then, when the 300 Israelites blew their ram's horns, the Lord caused the warriors in the camp to fight against each other with their swords. Those who were not killed fled to Palis, as far as away as Beth Shittah near Zerah, and to the border of Abel Moblah near Tabith. Then Gideon sent for the warriors of Nephtali, Asher, and Manasseh, who joined in chasing the army of Midian. Gideon also sent messengers throughout the hill country of Ephraim, saying, "Come down to attack the Midianites, cut them off at the shallow crossing of the Jordan River at Beth-barah." So all the men of Ephraim did as they were told. They captured Oreb and Zeb, the two Midianite commanders, killing Oreb at the rock of Oreb, the Zeb at the winepress of Zeb, and they continued to chase the Midianites. After the Israelites brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon, who was by the Jordan River. So that is a chapter, I think. I think that's a chapter, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't read too much today. I just don't feel it. I'm of course I'm going to read a day's worth of the Bible later, but I won't have it on live stream because I like reading in my head. It's quicker and funner. I don't know. It makes me remember it more. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm sorry it was a bit slow. Sorry it was a bit like, I just didn't feel like doing it today, but I missed Saturday. So I decided to do one today to make it up. But yeah, hopefully, guys, you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.